All right, what are you guys started? Okay, so we're going to start the heat and you can sweat. First, sorry, I didn't know this year are the Gator pants. At the very end, after we get through all the awards, you're going to come up, parents, hopefully you'll come up, and they're going to check you off. So we're not going to pass them out when the kids come up here. We'll pass them out at the end, so we can highlight, make sure everybody gets their certificate. Thank you for coming. I'm so excited to have some of these swimmers here and so that we can recognize our seniors. We can recognize the wonderful swim season we had. I think our total number this year, we had 130 swimmers, which is amazing because a lot of the other clubs do not have that depth. So thank you for being a part of the Highland Swim team. We finished undefeated. We have not lost a dual meet since 2009. We lost at Hillcrest. That was when Hillcrest was part of the league by 1 point. And then a week later, we went to Interclub and won for the first time in 2009. So I know basically the first 3 rows, none of you were born. But that is when that started. And we've only lost Interclub outside of 2020 when we didn't have anything because of COVID. We only have lost one other time, that was in 2013. We lost by half a point. Kind of like we don't talk about Bruno, we don't talk about that. And we will never ever swim in North Central again because that is where that happened. So give everyone a round of applause for an awesome season. Before we get to the awards, I do want to recognize a few people. Betsy, Amy, and Bess, if you'll come up, they were thinking this is farewell tour as Swim Mom. Corbin. They definitely make my job easier, and I hope as they recruit, I know they're going to announce who the next 2 years are. I'm not a hard person to work with, I really am not. So I appreciate you 3 very much. Thank you for everything. And Deanna, I need Deanna Murphy to come up because Interclub has not run that smoothly since Heather Hirschberger ran it 5 years ago, so thank you. My job is so much easier because of Amazing. I know they're volunteers, but they put in a lot of hours and a lot of effort, and I really appreciate all of you, so thank you. Thank you. This was our first year. All the coaches are all former, outside of Ellie, but we're old, so that's okay. All the coaches are former swimmers, and I repeatedly, remember Coach Chris, I repeatedly have sent him text messages that it is just so nice to have the coaches that we have. I only have to say things one time, being a teacher, that's my pet peeve and a parent. Hey, I need you to walk up and down the side of the pool. I need you to make sure you talk to every kid at least one time. I need you to make and build those relationships. I didn't have to remind you this season, and it has been so nice to have such enthusiastic, caring, loving kids who know and understand the tradition of Highland, and they want to carry it on. So thank you. And we have Ellie, Kate, Sam, Mia, Catherine, Hollis, Drew, Meredith, Mary, Charlie. Yeah, we had 11 coaches this year, but I appreciate all of them. So give the coaches a huge round of applause. So now we get into the fun part where we get awesome trophies and we get to recognize all of you. We're going to start with the older kids because we'll make the little kids sit still because otherwise I'll lose your attention. So you're going to sit real quiet and real still so we can recognize them. All right, so for our 15, 16-year-olds, if I could have Molly Adams, Connor Murphy, Molly Ruffett, Megan Todd, Mary Murphy, and Alex Pass, please come up. right, no other team, if you were at Interclub yesterday, if you're looking at this is the reason why Highland continues to win, because they understand the tradition, they want the chair, which Alex and Mary will get in just a little bit, but they are our role models. They are at one point sitting in the chairs as these 4, 5, 6-year-olds were, and they watch the 16-year-olds get their awards. So you all have to keep coming back. All right, we really truly appreciate this group. I'm pretty sure they won everything at Interclub, relays, everything. And every club asks, how do you keep getting 15 and 16-year-olds to keep coming back? And we just do. So thank you. For our special awards, our third place 5-point girl was Molly Adams. Our second place 5-point girl was Molly Ruffett. And our 5-point winner was Mary Murphy. And Alex Stevenson. All right, these are our 15 and 16-year-olds. Okay. The ages are going to get bigger as we move down, but we would love for you to stay huge age groups, so keep coming up. All right, our 13, 14-year-olds. Like I have Eli Neal, Kai, Grace, Teddy, Trent, and Annabelle. Please come up. Middle school passion, they have their AirPods in and their thumbs in their hands. So I don't know if they all heard me. This is also an amazing group, and I do want to point out that our 13, 14 boys and our 13, 14 girls went 1, 2 in every single event yesterday at Interclub. And then Eli and Teddy have a huge role to fill because they were asked and kind of smiled and said, okay, but they stepped up as my 15, 16-year-olds. So I really, truly appreciate your hard work. You're at an age where other sports are becoming more important, but you keep coming back, and I appreciate your hard work, your effort, and your positive attitude. So thank you, all of you. For our special awards, our high point girl is Grace Pulliam. Our third place high point boy is Eli. Our second place high point is Trent. And I want you to know that Trent is at Carmel swimming all the time, but he made an effort to come to every meet, even if it was only for an event. So we truly appreciate that dedication. And our high point boy is Kai. And we can't let Teddy go without giving him the coach's award, because we love that Charlie, his brother, is a coach now, because Teddy's at practice all the time now, and we love it. And he comes and he works hard. So Teddy, thank you for being so awesome. These are the 13, 14-year-olds. All right, now it's going to get a little longer because we're getting a lot more. All right, 11, 12. Eli, Andres, Kate, Gia, Ollie, Christopher, Max, Logan, Matthew, Adams, Mac Allen, Emma Ogg, Tyler, Molly, JR, Gavin, Aaron, Gabe, Helen, and Sophia. Okay, this is a big age group. I like the numbers right now, and a lot of times we lose kids because the 50 is pretty much like the marathon is swimming in Country Club League. You go from those 25 and a half to 12 and a half to 25, and then we get to a 50 and you double the distance, and you do flip turns. But thank you all for coming and working hard every day. A lot of these kids, they do stroke clinics on Mondays. Some of them swim year-round, so we're doing other practices and then coming to the meets and help represent Highland. So thank you. And 50s aren't that bad, are they? Tell them they're not that bad, are they? All those 9, 10-year-olds aging up next year, it's fine. You'll be fine. For our special award winners, our third place high point girl is Kate Bradbury. Our second place high point girl is Sophia Rego. And our high point girl is Emma Ogg. For our Award, I know she's not here tonight, but it's Gia Licklider. And Gia literally has a smile. It could be a 500 butterfly, and she would smile and say, okay, I'll do it. So we really appreciate when those swimmers have a real positive attitude. So when you see Gia, let her know how much we appreciate her. And our most improved girl, she has been swimming probably since she was 4 or 5. But this year, all of a sudden, I feel like she's gotten height, she's gotten stronger, and I have seen times drop tremendously. So Erin Murphy, you're our most improved. Thank you. On the boys' side, our most improved is Eli Andrus, and Eli swims year-round for Lawrence, and he has made significant time drops. And sometimes our most improved is over a season, but sometimes it's also from year to year, and Eli has made tremendous growth as a swimmer. And our coaches award on this side, also very similar to Gia, always has a positive attitude. If I can call him out from a couple lanes over and tell him, hey, I want you to fix this, I can watch him then do it for the rest of the time. And that coachable moment is wonderful, and I guarantee he's probably like this in all his other events, and that's Gavin Murphy. And then our 11-12 boys also dominated. They won everything. Yesterday at Interclub, they went 1-2. Even in our High Point winner's favorite stroke of breaststroke, he ended up second, which was awesome. And that is Gabe Pauls. He's our High Point. And now I'm going to turn it over to Ellie, and we're going to do the 9-10s.
I'm going to go ahead and call the 9-10s up. We have Betsy, Miles, Lucas, Leo, Claire, Everly, Addison, Catherine Hayes, Claire, Rory, Will, Lord, Colin, Graham, Ella, Isabel, Audrey, Caroline, Ellie, Kate, Drew, Cruz, Amelia, Mason, Spencer, Alex, Tori, Maddie, and Abby. Alright, I have so much fun with this 9-10 group. And it is kind of exciting for them because they get to go from being 8 and swimming with the younger kids and then turn 9 and be in the 9-10 group and move up to the earlier practice with the big kids, and they get to do some planks and some push-ups in the morning. So I am really excited to announce our award winners. So we're going to start with our most improved boy. That is Will Lord. Will Lord works hard. For our coach's award, we also have a young man who has a great attitude. He comes in, he's willing to go first. He does a really great job with some hard drills, and that is Graham Murphy. Alright, our third place high point for boys is Mason House. Next up. Our second place high point boy is Leo Barnes. And then our number 1 high point boy for 9-10 is Bruce Cooper. Alright, we're going to move on to girls. So for girls, our coach's award is going to Claire Bogey. Claire worked really hard. She has made some great progress this year. Our most improved girl has also worked really, really hard. She's not here. It's Audrey King. We have seen her grow so much this year. And then for our high points, I'm so excited. Isabel Polion is our third place high point winner. Great job, Isabel. Our second place high point winner is Rory Kinney. Good job, Rory. And our first place high point girl for 9-10 is Alex Martin.
right. 7 to 8-year-olds. I need Ellie Askey, Peter Barnes, Susie Burke, Quinn, June, Nora, Lila Jacobs, Harrison, Evie, Quinn, Sam, Libby, Dave, James, Oliver, Alexander, Bill, Charlotte, Elway, Emmeline, Caroline Cummings, Ben, Maya, Kate, Peter, Johnny, Cece, Joey, George, and Claire. So you can see why Highland does so well, because when we recruit these young kids, these are the ones that we want to get involved. We want them to stay with swimming. We want them to enjoy it. As the 7 to 8-year-old coach, along with Jake and others, this is a great group because they are sponges. And you tell them, let's work on this drill, and they get so excited to do it. I hope you're like that in school too. I hope your teachers say the same things about you in school. You listen really well when they ask you to do something that's kind of your heart. So thank you. They also bring lots and lots of energy. That's why sometimes we're like, just go. You got a 50 freestyle, go. You got a 50 breaststroke, go. Because we have to keep them moving. For our special award winners, our third, we actually had a tie in the girls category for High Point winner, and it was between Kate Kennedy and Claire Wilbur. And our overall High Point winner is Miss Maya. For our special awards, this probably could go to the whole family because they show up with smiles every single day. And watching kids move from 6 and under to 7, 8, a lot of times it's hard, especially because we do butterfly. But if you've ever watched this young lady swim, she does it with a huge smile the entire time, and she wants to get better, and we love that in swimmers when we can coach, and that is Miss Susie Burke. And our most improved, who's not here today, but has made leaps and bounds over the last couple of years as a swimmer. Not sure she was going to finish the 12 and a half, and so now she's one of our top swimmers as a 7 8-year-old, and that's Quinn Brinkerhoff. So, yay, Quinn. For our boys, the third place winner is Peter Barnes. Our second place winner is Joey Rega. And our overall High Point winner, who included some victories at Interclub last night, is George Winter. Coaches Award, it seems to be a trend that we continually say this about the swimmers. We could give it to way more than what we have. But this young man definitely is someone who wants to swim. He comes to practice. When I give him instruction, especially drills, he works really hard, and if he doesn't get it the first time, he says, okay, what can I do? What do I need to do? And he continues to improve every day, and that's Harrison Jones. And our most improved boy went as a couple of years ago, he was a wall walker. That's how we judge some of our 6 and unders, is they pull onto the wall only and then try to progress them off being wall walkers. Just swimming in Interclub last night, and that's a huge, huge accomplishment, and that's Sam Leone. Sam, and we'll get Sam when we see him. We'll make sure. Oh, here it comes. Come on, Sam. We want to honor you. All right. Let's give our 7 8-year-olds a huge round of applause. All right. You guys sit down, and we're going to call the last age group before you get to some other special awards, but it's some giant numbers. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to call your name if you'd like to come up. Here we go. Mikey Everett.
Rachel, Samantha, Mary Kate, Lucy, Eddie, Margot, Sydney, Renner, Eleanor, Rory, Maggie, Anna, Evie, Winnie, Izzy, Luke, Wallace, Liam, Lizzie, Ian, Amelia, Tom, Molly, Elizabeth, Luca, Mary, Rose, right, more. Sam, Walter, Ava, Chip, Luke, Grace, Emerson, Weston, Edmund, and Caroline. All right. We want to smile. Take a deep breath. All right. I know this group is my favorite, and they know I tell them that all the time. We have so much fun talking about food and doing our different strokes. We love blowing our bubbles. We talk about how we need to go farther. We need to try not to hold the wall. And I love working through the days that were really cold. And I love doing with a little bit of crying and swimming and then seeing them come back and jump in. I also love how they cheer for their friends and how we encourage everybody when they're trying to swim farther. So I'm going to give some awards. I just want you to know this group is why Highland is such a wonderful team, because they pull our six and unders together. So here we go. For our girls, most improved, we're giving it to Edie Bradbury. She worked so hard. For our most improved for girls, we're giving it to Amelia. She has worked so hard this year. For our girls, third place high winner, we have Gwenny Cole. For our second place high winner, we have Elizabeth Weaver. And our high winner for the girls 6 and under is Grace Kennedy.
And I want to add, we're going to do an overall high point, and Grace won every single race all season long, and including interclub. And if there would have been butterfly, she would have been the overall high point winner too. She just had one less event developed, so Grace was pretty impressive.
All right, we're going to move on to the boys. We love this group of boys. For our most improved 6 and under is not here. It is Edmund. He has worked really hard this year. Let's cheer for him. For our 6 and under coaches award, we're giving it to Wallace. Wallace has also worked really hard. We love having you on our team, dude. All right, our third place 6 and under boy is Tom Rumer. All right, our second place is Luke Kennedy. And our 6 and under high point boy is Walter Donaldson. Great job, 6 and under, do that for them.
All right, just a few more awards, and then we can go swim. I like to thank you guys. Just check your swim mailboxes, which are downstairs in the council. The awesome coaches sorted all the ribbons and awards. All right, so we keep track of races won throughout the year, and Swimmingly is awesome because they help with the point totals. And this year, for the first time in my 28 years, I had a tie both on the boys and the girls side. So for Annabelle Pollard and Kate Allen come up. They went undefeated in every single dual meet and at Interclub, so congratulations to them. And then on the boys side, also undefeated in dual meets. So congratulations to Alex Paz and Mac Allen.
We won at the same
So
time.
some of our special awards, we started a couple years ago. If you know the Knoll family, they remind me of the Rimmers and the Kennedys because there were so many Knolls. They made up a great, I think we ended up, there were 9 swimmers and I think 8 of them ended up getting chairs. So one of the Knolls is Jake Knoll, and Jake never swam, but Jake would sit on the side of the pool and cheer his sisters on. All up through every single one of them through their 16-year-old. His shoe always ended up in the pool, especially on kick set days that thrilled him to see all the splashing. And so we created this Heart Award in honor of Jake, who is the heart of the Highland Swim Team. And it stands for Heart Enthusiasm or Hero. Heart, enthusiasm, respect for others in swimming, and outstanding leadership. And so this year we picked 4 people throughout the year who have shown those qualities day in and day out at practice and at meets, when talking to adults and other coaches and being responsive. And our 4 recipients this year are Eli Neal, Gavin Murphy, Abby Wildermuth, and Peter Bonds. And no one's with Eli. Eli, we love you. Thank you for being so awesome. So now we have record breakers and a lot. Okay, so I know Trent isn't here, but last night at Interclub, Trent broke 3 records. He broke the 13-14 butterfly, the 13-14 backstroke, and the 13-14 breaststroke. And a lot of these were held by the Modulans, Will Modulan, who is in the Olympics trials. So the fact that Trent is able to come and break these records is quite amazing. And he didn't just kind of break them, he did break them, some of them by over a second. So we're very thankful for Trent and his speed. Following in line, next, Matt, Trent, come up. Come on, Matt. We do the day after Interclub, we oftentimes have time trials, and Matt decided to come to practice today so that he could basically, now he owns the entire 11-12 category. And unless we get some other awesome swimmers along the way, there's no other Allens that can take down the 11-12 boys. So Mac, these are going to be yours for a while. Mac has it in the 11-12 backstroke, in the 50-yard butterfly, the 50-yard freestyle, and the 50-yard breaststroke. So it'll be Mac Allen across all 11 players. And not to be left out, Kate, will you please come up? By the way, the Allens they have to stay till they're 16. So Kate bettered her time in the butterfly. She called it last year. So she was able to take down the 9:10 butterfly record of her own. And then she took down today the 9:10 breaststroke, and it was against, if you know the Albies, it was Emily Albies' record, which I'm going to make myself. I swam competitively against Emily Albie 100 years ago. So the fact that you took down her record is quite impressive. So Kate, congratulations. And then we have one more record breaker, so Grace Kennedy will come up here. So great, we started years ago in the league that the 600ers, since they swim with 25 at Interclub, that the first heat would just start swimming 25. So So we never had although our records are 12 and a half, we never had a 12 and a half time on Grace. And so I remember saying to her mom there on vacation, like, hey, at practice I want her to do it. So back to back, Grace literally got up and swam 12 and a half freestyle, and she did 12 and a half breaststroke. And then she finally, and she was so close to him. But then when she got in and did backstroke, she took down Taylor Knowles' record, which was a 20-year-old record. And I remember being here when Taylor broke that record. So Grace, you are in good company if you can break Taylor Knowles' record. That's quite impressive. So congratulations to you. Okay, we have one more thing, and then we can go swim and eat. So if I could have Alex Paz and Mary Murphy. Started this tradition that when you reach your 16th year, or when you're 16, you earn your retirement chair. So you can have a seat after all the hard work. So we shared some memories about you. But last year we had like 8 kids. This year we have 2. So we need to make sure you guys can keep coming. All of you 600s, make sure you stay together so that one day we can have a whole line of senior chairs up there. It'd be really awesome. So each year I like to write a little note. I ask a little help from the parents. So first, dear Mary, you joined Highland in 2012 when you were 5 years old. During your first season, your parents kept thinking if you just wore your goggles and gained a little confidence, you might really like swimming. And luckily, Coach Chris convinced you to wear them. And with encouragement and reassurance from all your coaches, Mary has loved swimming ever since. From the moment she joined the team, I knew you would leave a lasting impact on Highland. As you swam in the 6 and unders, you were a team favorite. And the picture right here, her smile, that's pretty much how Mary always was. Everyone loved being her catcher in the lane. You started to swim more and more, and your abilities and gifts became apparent, especially as a backstroker. Over the years, I have loved watching you grow into the awesome swimmer you are. From your early beginnings to catching 6 and unders at the ropes to being a leader among peers and interclub champion, you have left your mark on the Highland swim team. I love watching you interact with future swimmers on the team just as the older kids interacted with you. I remember you being held and carried around on their hips. Now, seeing you love and care for all the younger kids, it lets me know that your impact will carry on as they swim for Highland and pay it forward just as you have done. As your time on the team comes to an end, your parents are so grateful for all the good things that have come from being a part of the team. Now they are excited that you have the opportunity to share your passion with the younger swimmers. Mary, thank you for being such an amazing role model and swimmer. You have left a great mark on the Highland team. You joined Highland in 2016 when you were 9 years old. Your parents said that you had been on 2 other teams before, but nothing compared to the spirit and positive atmosphere of the Highland swim team. I remember watching you in your first meet. I leaned over to Coach Chris and said, wow, this is a great addition to our team. Actually, I think my words were, where did he come from? You blew us away with your speed during that first meet, and we were so excited that you joined the team. Over your years on the team, I've watched you grow into a leader. Your personality is quiet and reserved, unless you're in the water. You are a fierce competitor. Even though you play other sports, you continue to come back every year to swim for Highland, which makes you an even better role model. You are showing the younger swimmers how important this family is, and that being a part of the tradition means coming back each year. The story I really want others to know about you outside of your gifts as a swimmer is what happened last year. When you broke your back, you kept me in the loop, letting me know that you were recovering, but you weren't able to compete just yet. That is until Interclub. I reached out to see if you could help me with relays because I wanted other kids to have a chance to swim. You didn't think twice. You stepped up and swam in 2 relays, having missed the entire season. Because even though you are a talented athlete, you realize that sports are bigger than one person. You put the team and others first, which in my opinion is the greatest skill and effort you have. As your parents watch your final season, they have truly enjoyed watching how the younger kids look up to you now. Not only as a swimmer, but also as a lifeguard. They are happy you were able to compete for your final season this year. Alex, thank you for your time, talent, and dedication to the Highland Swim Team. I appreciate you.